blooper. Hi everyone, sorry about that. We have some technical difficulties. You'll be able to catch that in the blooper that we've seen. We've got the entire cast here, including ShadowPhoenixRider as our guest, and we're back with investigations too. It could be a bit of a shorter stream due to the technical issues tonight, but we'll see what we can do. We have Divot back.
Yay! I'm here.
And with that, we're going to crack on. April 5th, 5:58 p.m. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Kay. She's not here. She's not here either. Where are you?
Knockety knock knock. Special visitor.
Fender.
Whoa! Talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, Malzarino? You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that.
I have plenty of admirers. They're all online. What are you doing here? What's that?
Isn't there Phoenix?
That too.
Well, yeah, but most of... You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm dressing.
So what's your OF account asking for an attorney friend?
What are you doing here? Has something happened?
Has something happened, he asked. I'll say. It's been all over the news. The murder in the comedy chamber. I'd call that happening, alright? And with your hearing being today, I thought... Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved. With you being the main character in the game and all.
They're reporting it on the news already?
Hell yeah. A dead lawyer, a young woman on the run, they're lapping it up. It's crazy stuff, compelling too, I gotta admit. So, are you gonna give me the lowdown or what?
Well, actually...
I want to give some ammunition for Burr's voice, for Eddie's actor here. You know you keep using the Miles Arena line. At some point, I want you to drop Miles Tails per hour at some point and make me happy. Don't tell me when, don't tell me how, but drop it at some point and make me happy.
Sure thing. Whoa! Maybe warn the guy before blowing his mind next time. I think I was crazier than I thought.
This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone without her memory.
Not to mention being a suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. But where the heck could she have gotten to? You sure she doesn't remember Zip?
I thought she might have come here, but...
No luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up by your doorstep.
You think I don't know that? But I'm out of places to look.
Hey, take a chill pill, Mouse Prower. This isn't like you. You're all tied in a clockwork monkey. I know you're gonna go fast, but this isn't a bad thing necessary. After all, it's even got you running from pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like an attorney I know you're born to be.
Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while.
I have adopted her.
For his 2 weeks of no sleep.
And
I've known her for one game, and if something happens to her, I'm murdering everyone in this game and then myself.
And should never harm a fly, let alone another person.
Blow on my twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? It's lucky to have you in our corner, champ. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but it's quite a bond that's sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old dad run for his money, even.
It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs.
You can say that again. From what I've seen, she likes to charge into things no holds barred. But she's done you some good, I can tell. You two make a great team. I hope she's taking notes. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down. Connections like that don't grow on trees, as you know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be, and you can't just walk the streets shouting her name? So why not go back to the source? Look into how she lost her memory in the first place.
You can't just go around the street pressing X to K.
Hey, son!
Guy!
K!
Son!
Oh god.
We need this creature from the game with the press X to K put on it.
Why do I get a feeling you're working on that right now?
No, right now I'm reading my lines. I'm planning to. You just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down.
That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building.
And that's where we're headed. Next stop, the big time. And maybe you can give your face a good news on the way.
Wow!
Kay won't come frolicking back into the fold if the first thing she sees is you sculling like that.
Very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all on his own.
Hell yeah, I am.
April 5th, 6:42 p.m. Big building. Viewing platform.
Fender and Edgeworth, boundless in crime.
The sun sure set quickly.
Not even a murder in a premise could make this place close its doors. Gotta chase the last dollar, huh? Oh look, there's Miss Egad on the right. But other than that, there's hardly anybody around though. Guess we got the whole place ourselves.
The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory.
After Miles, we got sleuthing to do. Stop thinking in their thoughts and stop vocalizing them. Thrift the part that is all ours. So let's focus on and look at every suspicious looking cranny. Let's do what we're good at for Kay, alright?
Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do.
Begin investigation.
Big building. Alright.
So I'm gonna stand here admiring the view and you go investigate.
It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kay told us. She was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. So the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand. Which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. Everything looks sturdy enough too.
Also, it's chest high for you, it's neck high for Kay.
That is true. She is Babby.
Yeah.
The beak and wings of a bird and a body of a lion.
She's only tall because of her hairdo.
I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of the little rooftop haven. I have to say, they're incredibly detailed. Almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcome, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead. Is it like Marge Simpson, where they kind of like they measure like height and then height with hair? You know?
Yes.
Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on its forehead? So, it's a unicorn? No, that can't be right either. Unicorns don't have wings.
That will be an alicorn.
I mean, the Pegasus in Sailor Moon was a unicorn with wings. So maybe it's that one.
Maybe. What's this? There's a little plaque here at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. That'll teach you to bothering with engaging with such things. Clever.
But if we are going by MLP logic, that would be an alicorn.
It would be. Hello. It's very fancy binoculars.
The cave echo agrees with me.
It looks like a TV for showing announcements from the various companies in the big building. But at the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. Yeah. What am I standing here for? The Savron isn't on today.
Dork.
I love how he runs.
So how did Kay lose her memory? You think there was something she wanted to forget? Like your scowl? Maybe some particularly choice words from Miles the Insult comic?
Of course not. I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget.
No, you just accidentally do it.
Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion.
Poor guy. I don't have him one bit. He loves his ramen though.
That he does. Let's, what do we got? Can we link those two in order? Do they link?
We can try.
We can try.
Let's try. Yeah.
It definitely would nail down the location, maybe. Nope.
Nope.
No, that's not quite right. I need to reconsider the information at hand.
Your head hurts.
Well, I better do this. I think it was you drifting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, heck, sorry. I wasn't distracted at all.
That's right.
Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again.
What are you two doing up here?
Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck you're doing here? Looking to get yourself in even more hot water.
You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine.
Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off. What the fuck are you talking about? Wait, what? You got fired?
As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs.
If you say so. So, oh, how's Kay doing? Uh-oh. Did something happen? Maybe I can help. How about an injection?
No injections, thank you. Unfortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay.
Yeah, it did get kind of chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth. Get you again soon. That's a threat.
I love how threatening you make Needler.
She stabs people for fun with needles.
Yeah, it's good. It
Div,
works.
since you need to have a line, they.
Okay. Hey you! Yeah, you! How's about some delicious potting clouds cotton candy to brighten your day?
Parting clouds? Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here?
Ah, gimmick is we take a normal serving of cotton candy, we split it in half. Parted, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we'll have it all the way to the bank.
I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely.
That has reminded me, actually. I've been recently rediscovering like some old like tunes from back in the day. One of them was the song by Harry Enfield, LODSOVEMONE. What's that spell? Loads of money. And that was
Loads of money.
Loads of money, probably.
Loads of money.
It's the probably afterwards. Probably.
Okay.
Oh, eek! Didn't realize I was here.
We
Was
didn't
she the
realize you were there.
tree?
Yes, I think so.
Hi.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait.
That would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low.
Oh, yeah. That.
Nevertheless, I doubt people will look so kindly on a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state? On top of which, while you've been playing hide and go seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you.
Are you mad at me?
Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here?
Thanks, Miles.
Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness?
No. I came to try and help you get your badge back.
What?
I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. Thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could.
There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me?
I'm sorry.
Seriously, Miles. You're killing me here. You were banking good guy points and then you went and blew it up by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you safe. Come on, bring it in.
Okay.
Yay, I got a hug. That's the spirit.
Not now, Fender.
Keisha, I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Someone take it.
Live news now from the big building, where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and the police say no effort is being spared from trying to track her down.
Oh, mama. They're not messing around, huh? Well, team, that's the plan. Looks like the clock's ticking down, and fast.
Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us.
Alright, first things first. Okay, let's stick with us from now on, capisci?
But I've caused you so much trouble already.
You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point.
Mr. Edgeworth!
That is settled. One of this together like the Three Musketeers. Miles here will be the charge of proving K innocent.
And I will, believe me.
So I'm gonna need you to do anything you can to help him with his investigating, okay, Kay?
Yes, of course.
Great. Now we gotta move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before we've even started. You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does.
Wow.
Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down.
Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know.
I'll be sure to remind you.
I'm guessing it's just talk to Kay because we've already seen everything pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's TV.
As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct?
Oh, there's two of them. Laura.
That's right. There have been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation.
Well, this doesn't make our chance of getting out of here with Kay any rosier.
We'll have to find a way to slip past the press.
I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Malzarino, but I'm no spy.
You kidding me with that hat? Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate.
Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me.
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Oh, okay.
Like the trapdoor.
Oh,
First of all, looks like this could be being broadcast live, which means we're looking at the big building in real time.
Does that mean we're on TV too?
I don't think so. The camera's far away enough and it's just dark enough that I think we'll be safe for now.
I think they would be very well visible.
At least we better be. If Kay has spotted things, we'll go from bad to worse before we know it.
Also, I wish they could do the Spaceball scene of looking at the monitor, looking at the camera. Monitor.
Yeah.
Monitor the camera.
Bless you.
Bless you.
That's you.
Cheers.
Very cute sneeze though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's the same thing, so...
Yeah.
Oh wait. she
Oh, there
said
was something, yeah.
Oh, that's...
I guess they're still working in the committee chamber. The reporter's right. You can see the people moving around. Huh? Wait. Something's very wrong with this picture. And I can use a certain piece of evidence to help me deduce exactly what. Okay. Deduce, then.
What the deuce?
It's probably to do with the pamphlet.
Yeah.
I keep pressing the wrong button.
You also might want to
Yeah,
get
the
back out of
committee
that
chamber is a different floor.
What was that?
cave. You might want to get back out of that cave.
Cheers.
We're
Appreciate it.
still in the cave. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is the wrong. It's the wrong floor. Question. How many floors does this building have?
Easy, 50, right? And ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works, its ugly little schemes. It's a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wait for everlasting smoochy times.
But then, what's that dark space above the 50th floor?
That's the shadowy area. You must
We
never
don't go
go
there.
there, Kay.
It's part of the game.
The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute.
Fender, please.
Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that. Clearly contradicting the supposed facts.
Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake?
They're British and they wrote ground floor as the first floor, and then thusly the second floor becomes the first floor, and then
Way of
vice
writing
versa.
it.
Yeah.
The first floor is the first floor above ground level. The Americans are wrong, I'm sorry.
We have this.
I'm backing out of this debate slowly.
We have the same thing in Poland. The first floor is the first floor above ground.
I've been sitting on the fence the entire time.
Did your ass hurt?
Somehow I don't think so. Call me crazy with A.
Yes. There appears to be a hidden 51st floor.
I wonder if that trap will take.
That's where the door to John Malkovich is.
That's a Die Hard reference.
Okay.
Oh, wow! And that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love?
You must never go there.
Oh my god. You didn't need to take this quite so literally, Kay.
Good. Then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead.
Never. With me? Come on, have you met me, Balzerino? That might be easier said than done.
It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes.
Wow.
Wow.
Ow, that hurt. That hurt, Mr. Edgeway.
And he was only thinking it, so can you imagine?
Is there a 54th floor?
No, it doesn't connect yet.
Yeah.
You need. I think it's something to do with that trap door, but they
Yeah,
can't-
maybe now you can see the trapdoor?
Maybe.
No. No. No.
Edgeworth needs to work on his perception check,
It is
clearly.
so obvious.
Listen, game. We can see it. Just let us talk to it.
Look, have you never played Baldur's Gate 3? You walk past that trapdoor back and forth until the perception check succeeds.
See, that's why I have everybody in my party. So I just rotate characters around until one of them succeeds.
Yeah. When you have
And
10
then none of them see it. So
And then
like-
none
When you
of
have
them
10
say it, and I go and cry. I go outside to cry.
Yeah, when you have 10 people in your party, you must be very unlucky for no one to notice things.
That's what reloads for, kid.
Can't believe that thing's made the news already. How do they do it?
Murder.
Hey, think they're filming us from the chopper up here right now? Hey, over here! Go check the TV for me, Mouserino. Need to make sure they're catching my good side.
Now? At a time like this?
I'm the sexy distraction, remember?
We've not spoken to Kay. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, probably. I hope I've been of help to you so far.
What do you remember?
I'm back here because I thought it might jog my memory.
How about we go over what you remember one more time?
Okay, I was standing under the tree, sheltering from the rain. Then I saw a person in a red raincoat. Then they pushed me.
Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat?
I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there is one thing. I could see the moon over there. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came closer and closer.
You didn't have a good night's sleep on the tree, did you?
Yes. The moon?
Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but it was the exact place it is right now. Floating up there above the cherry blossoms.
So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information I should keep in mind.
So the person came from the other direction.
They came from behind.
Behind.
I keep feeling there's something just on the edge of my memory.
There is. It could be the clue we need. Alright, just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes to your thoughts.
Alright. I'm seeing... It's very faint, but... I'm seeing a small restaurant. Just a counter and some seats, and there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup. Not too thick, and it tastes just right.
Oh, I want soup now.
It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too firm.
But are they salty?
Very salty.
Salty but sweet.
And that's when the thought crossed my mind. I'm going to order another bowl.
A captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case.
Au contraire, my friend. Also, scent is very good for memory. It's one of the few things that is like you can smell things and you'll get the and it will remind you of a childhood memory. It's very, very good at locking memories like that.
Isn't like smell-based memory walking over the whole amnesia thing?
It can do. It's very strong. It is probably one of the strongest memories.
You used to say that you were the second great thief Yatagaratsu. Yes, Kay?
No, I thought I had a line. That's on me.
A noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that?
Oh! I think you're right. I was a noble.
No, not a noble, Kay. A noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there. Nope.
Oh!
Thoughts?
I think it has something to do with the railing.
The moon and where Kay was standing.
Before you tried that.
Oh.
You haven't tried the railing and the moon.
Railing the moon. Let's give that a shot then. No, I don't want to investigate.
Miles, I know you're stressed out, but focus.
Well done, Shadow.
Nice.
Thinking back over what Kay has said, the person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand.
But that can't have happened because where the moon is.
She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder. But when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it's currently the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident.
So it's
This-
the building across the way.
This throws the positions of the moon and this person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may have become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did.
There we go.
Is there a 51st floor where Kay fell? Can you make that connection now?
I think it's the where Kay fell.
standing on
the
where Kay, yeah.
Kay was standing. Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
what
do
we'll
the
get from
lower
that, we might get the 51st floor.
It's like we need to
Yeah.
find a second. We need to find a territory on another place.
You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing, because if you had, you wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale.
But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is that over that railing, isn't it?
Ah, there we go.
Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole.
The ground can just open up like that? How?
My bad. Not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo.
But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance you might have missed something.
Finally!
You might have missed something glaringly obvious, perhaps.
The lot of you might have.
Do
To
you
be
know
fair, it's
what
a
we
little
missed
less
here?
obvious on the DS screen.
Fair. Kay
Yes.
couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe this handle leads somewhere.
You think?
What's this?
There's colors everywhere.
Aha! A secret passage.
Secret tunnel.
Down the hatch. Nice. But
Kay, get in the hole.
Oh, it's me. Looks like a service hatch. Okay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, I'd never be as clumsy as that.
Sorry, I just can't say one way or the other.
My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. Just, more silly musings of mine. You don't have to take me so seriously,
I don't? Never?
Well, maybe not never. If I told you to leap lyrically into my arms?
Fender.
Chill, Miles Davis. Where's your sense of whimsy?
So, never then.
How would you talk about a deep cut?
But you did make a reference.
There we go. How has a whole floor between the 50th and the viewing platform remained undetected all this time?
You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it, if you ask me.
That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open, going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible, which can only mean that the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can't be reached by ordinary means.
Then we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right?
I don't know about extraordinary means, but maybe let's go for unconventional?
Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree that we just explicitly and implausibly missed before. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps?
Oh ho ho! A secret tunnel! Now you're talking my language.
Let's take a look.
We might find where they hidden Clavier.
Wait, Fender. Can you hear something down there?
I hear a faint German singing, like, nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
I wonder who else is down with there with him.
Sardinia's hot time for love.
Sounds like a Governor's album.
All right, there we go.
What is this place?
Look at all the stuff down there. Is that a storeroom?
Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell.
Go team! Strike one mystery off the list.
Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. We have a red raincoated figure who can walk on air to account for, among other things.
Hey, can't a guy bask in a success for a second? So, we found hidden storeroom. I've always scooched on down to check it out.
We have pretty much exhausted everything up here. And it can't hurt to take a look.
I think it
Investigation
can, but
complete.
let's go anyway.
Just throw Fender in, it's fine.
Oh, look, you've shown up.
I got a
Girl.
poster.
Yay!
Oh shit! I have
my
to
lord.
stop.
Oh shit, that's me.
Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Emma, what are you doing here?
I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on.
This is Emma Sky. She's a high school student currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine. We've also stood in court together.
The detective called me up in a panic. He said your badge fell off in the... Oh, fuck. He said your badge fell off of the big building and that Kay was in a man's suit and...
Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already?
Yeah, I'm here with one of my professors. But not to do any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting.
Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene?
Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language, after all.
No.
That's not an actual language, Emma.
It is now. Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she?
I'll do one better. Who is she? Oh, shucks. Isn't that sweet, K-Meister? Your little friend is worried about you.
I'm gonna kick your shit.
I think I'm gonna be another character that's hated by Shadow.
Oh, yes.
This guy. Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, very funny young lady. It's actually the other way around, I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney at law, and senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. Law Offices.
Edgeworth? So you are his assistant? Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney?
I'm not a... To say it's complicated is an understatement.
Let's Let's not sweat about the details for now, yeah? Go into the hatch. First things first.
But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Really?
Ooh, it's like I'm not even here.
Were you again? What is this? Some kind of weird experiment?
Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there.
No time to explain, get in the hatch.
I agree. The police could be here any minute.
Emma, my sweet summer child.
Emma, please. For the love of God.
I guess we're all failing our perception checks tonight. And who's this?
Emerald in that one.
I'll explain. Get in the hatch.
Oh, okay. But you better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro Attorney.
Oh, trust me. I'll explain that too.
Just get in the hatch.
It's called Ace Attorney, Emma. Okie dokie do, down we hatch we go.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Fender, what the fuck?
Whiskey-doo, we can do!
I was expecting Fed to go okie dokie Loki. April 5th, 7:06 p.m. Who the fuck knows because it's dark?
Down the hatch.
Dude, it's dark as grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face.
You're not supposed to see your nose anyway, but whatever.
What's your step, Emma?
Ow!
Ow! That's me! Get off my fucking lines!
Sorry, I can't see in the dark.
Ow! I think I hit my head on something.
Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Ah, bingo!
But how will you find the light switch?
This
It's a dark room.
This is... So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom.
Oh, I recognize that guy. That sturdy man.
Yeah, we'll need to take a careful look over all these items.
That fucking suitcase.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, that's a very familiar suitcase.
Big building pamphlet data jotted down by organizer.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation or three.
I did indeed. Oh, where to even begin?
Also, vampires escaped. Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case.
It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma.
Look, I haven't had my dreams crushed yet. Seems like you've gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney.
I'm not an attorney or a prosecutor anymore.
Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me. I definitely didn't steal it.
Well, if you're sure.
Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let me make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you, Miss Sky.
And then there were 4. Right, everyone, let's get to work. Let's get down to business.
I want to know where that elevator goes.
Good question.
Looks like it goes down?
I hate that there's a badger guy with it.
It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first.
So, Al, you probably know. Do you guys know how in every game there would be a room where objects that are too expensive to destroy in game to free memory, but objects that are not needed are landing? This is that room.
Oh, yeah, I know. There's a specific word for it, but...
Yeah, I don't remember that word, unfortunately.
Do I?
Aye, Captain. Although it should be Scottish. I should be pretending to be Mr. Scott. Aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy.
Isn't it just the vault?
I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind.
Thank you, Kay. Emma?
Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth. Her voice actress is definitely not playing Stardew Valley on the side.
And the streamer did not see the pop-up that came up saying that they were playing Stardew Valley. But
Are you wooing Sebastian again?
Maybe.
Maybe
I'll let
you
you
shut up.
again there.
very well, then let's begin.
Begin
forgot-
investigation.
I forgot we're friends on Steam.
Really? Really? You forgot? Okay.
I did. I genuinely forgot that's a thing that happens.
Your Honor, I forgot.
I thought I was being all sneaky, and then it's kind of creepy. All these masks lined up. Wow, what the fuck was that, Shadow? Let's try that again. It's kind of creepy. All these masks lined up here in the dark.
Not a fan of horror movies, I take it?
No way. That stuff's so unscientific. Have you seen where Five Nights at Freddy's went? Jesus fucking Christ! Remnant! Remnant!
I think you mispronounced terrifying. Okay, what do we get? Well,
No,
there's a...
I wanted to give you the headcanon that is ahead. Just like Shadow is literally trying to turn into a croissant and eat herself whenever there's medical malpractice or incorrectly described medical procedure in the movie. The same with Emma and forensics and horrors.
Oh, absolutely. That's just canon normally.
If you think FNAF's bad, don't watch Chapter 3 of Poppy Playtime.
Yeah, you know what? No, this is not the time for me to go into that.
This is not the time or the place.
There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a steel samurai.
Fun.
And what an impressively authentic likeness it is, too.
Dork.
Oh shit! I'm in the middle of a fishing minigame. Look, I didn't expect one of the lines to come up. Okay. The scientist in me is sensing something strange, though. I like a consistency, you know?
In the sense that the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow, I don't disagree. There's even an empty space here.
Yeah, just an empty hook right in the middle.
Suspicious.
Is somebody using that one, perhaps?
I feel like the person who pushed or did something to Kay was wearing that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we do have that. Yeah.
Kay was carrying a Jammin' Ninja mask when she was found. But it looks like it might have originally come from this hook.
Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis. Which would mean that Kay was really here?
As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis. But why?
Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions.
Look, if she be stealing stuff like this, that's just what thieves do, mon ami.
These are all case files from various murders.
That's not what Gambit does, though. What? But why would they be in here?
They should safely put a lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office, which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very... Go on.
Is that Shelley the Killer's secret stash?
Something very suspicious going on here. We need to find out more.
A little bit fast, the kids would say.
Yes. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai.
The Nickel Samurai? Oh, fuck. Hold on. Why is it that I always try to do something that requires my attention? Anyway, the Nickel Samurai always seems kind of pleased with himself. You know what I mean?
Like, okay.
Murphy is always watching. As soon as you take your eyes off the screen,
Yeah.
it's your time to talk.
Like, it's not just about being skinny and cool, you know. It's more to it than that. There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way.
You've just gone up in my estimation, Emma.
Yay.
I mean, Nickel Samurai is the one who. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
Spoilers.
She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai needs.
You could say that again. I love the Freak Princess.
You watch shows like that, Emma?
Of course. You love them too, right?
Well, I don't really know all that much about them, but sure.
Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought...
I can't believe even Emma's seen it.
It's hard not
Of
to.
course I've seen it. I'm that kind of person who puts a, nose into everything. That mask! Oh, Jesus. That's
God.
global hero Anya Capone. Jumps into the fire. Okay.
I'm sorry, Emma, I didn't quite catch what that was. What is it again?
I'm killing you.
Why is that so shocking?
You really don't know? Everything about the show is secret. When it's on TV, who makes it, the merchandise is super rare.
It sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business.
That's Captain Sapon. He's super popular overseas. Everyone loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it.
I find the flower on his head a little excessive myself.
I know, it's cool.
But he be styling.
What TV show are these for?
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry's School. It's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes.
So their masks are modelled on sports safety helmets or something, right? And maybe the number of eye slits tells you their student ID number. So the one on the left will be number 1, and the one on the right is number 2.
I suppose that could be it, yes.
And that would mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers. That makes no sense, Emma, but okay. I said the line.
I don't know, but my
Yeah, sorry, I got called
thought
away.
went. As my thought went to Codename Kids Next Door for a moment there. Number 1, number 2.
Yeah. I have to
Yeah, this is
admit,
My Hero Academia with extra steps.
I have to admit to being a little intrigued by this show now. That's all the masks.
Also, it also sounded like Emma and Edgeworth showing off their knowledge about that show with trying to hide from the other that they know about the show.
Oh no, I think Emma was just very obvious about it. Them's tits.
These are...
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from an old case of mine. But what are they doing here?
Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into?
It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department.
They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too?
When a case is ongoing, yes. But once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere.
And yet, here it all is.
There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them.
Exhibit numbers, maybe? You said they were
Surprise.
pieces of evidence, right?
Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written and by the items themselves, I'd guess these are prices.
I so. Prices? I never would have guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it?
The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I
Is
must
the
examine
committee-
all these in detail.
Is the committee actually a bunch of Edward fans and they want to auction off those things as Edward
now I know
memorabilia?
why Franziska's involved. This is part of the smuggling operation. That's odd.
That
This
could
is
be-
the only
that
spot
could be
with
too.
nothing on it. But it still has one of these signs in front of it.
Indeed. And look, there's an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. I'd say something was probably sitting there until quite recently, wouldn't you?
Oh no.
You know what? I think you might be right. But, I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what. I mean, it looks like the Star of David, but it very, very much won't be.
I thought it might be one of those horrible teacups from the previous case.
Well, I might have.
It
Well-
could be.
I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline. Don't we have a piece of evidence that might well be connected? Do we?
Oh, that
Oh, the candelabra.
Candelabrum. Eureka! The outline of the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly. I'd say there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from.
Mr. Edgeworth, why is there blood on it?
thing. Don't worry about it.
Anyway, which would mean the candelabrum was evidence from another case?
It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from this storeroom.
Oh, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy.
It's just a little guy.
That's the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. He should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here?
Oh, but look, he's missing his left horn.
He is, but he never had it in the first place. At least, not as far as we ever saw.
Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall.
Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the present a broken toy to begin with?
So this storeroom is actually more of a stock room.
It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases?
I will say there are some like really strange people who do like to collect this kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me. And who to? And who would even want to pay for all this stuff? There are people on the internet, Emma, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
to say.
don't even investigate that.
Somebody clearly. The
Don't
price
go that
tags are
route.
proof of that.
It's like none of
Ow.
you have ever seen an auction. People go insane, man.
Yeah. Wow, people really will collect anything, huh? Fascinating. I guess less fascinating, dear, and more just like, the human condition is sometimes very scary. That's
Yeah, what a
human
piece of
role.
work a human is.
It looks kind of like the Steel Samurai. If it were a baby.
It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. I can't imagine the pressure that was put him under, more than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can see it nonetheless, a certain tragic refinement.
Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening to me?
Oh, of course.
I am also gonna say, like, I feel sorry for the Pink Princess having to birth a infant made of pure metal. That
Yeah.
must have hurt.
And also, Edgeworth was so projecting there for a second.
Yep. A mannequin, huh? Wait, I know. All thanks to my powers of scientific deduction, not what?
Seductive deduction.
Gambit, get out of my head! It's evidence from an old case of yours, right? The Freddy Fazbear one?
Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life.
I don't think you've ever seen breasts before in your life, so I believe you on that
It
one.
doesn't seem to fit with the other items in this room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is it here?
Good question.
Tits.
Fan service.
Oh my god, I just figured it out.
Hmm.
What was the perpetrator in the first case wearing?
Oh
I
yeah,
think I remember that.
A
the
red raincoat.
A
little
red raincoat.
Ah,
It probably was on this mannequin, and
Yeah.
probably.
would have been to go back out. It's a small bottle, one I've seen before.
Oh, that's all? Nothing else to add?
Well, no. What more did you want me to say?
Hold up. I've got to write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations.
Next time, try taking those kind of notes in silence.
No.
Also, isn't that Fender's job? A bottle of ink and a lantern. Both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine.
But why? What's all this stuff that's related to you doing here?
It's not as if any of this was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence.
Seriously? A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words coming out of your mouth.
Must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too?
Oh, you want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in, this might take a while. 3 hours of exposition later. Scientifically speaking, I'd say this looks like some kind of wooden icebox. Yeah, the chains are probably to stop the cold air from escaping, definitely.
I don't mean to contradict you, Emma, but this isn't just a box for storing. Isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away.
Oh, yeah, sure. Guess you could look at it that way too. And keeping your clothes chilled would be nice for the summer, right?
Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see. Okay.
I just want some ice cream, and I ate my last chalk ice.
The Badgermobile, oh, there is all sorts here. A killer phone.
A bunch of trophies, and oh look, somebody's left a walkie-talkie here.
It looks to me like it was put there deliberately. Rather like it's on display, to be honest.
Hey, there are batteries in here too. It could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody will mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I could take it to the police station afterwards.
Emma's playing an adventure game.
Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief.
Gambit! Uncle Gambit, you can't!
Also, what
Uncle-
is Fred
Uncle
doing
Gambit,
in
yes.
the background?
He's investigating the switch intently.
He's fallen in love with the Switch.
Okay, good for him.
This statue.
The switch
What is
here
it?
is
Got
made
some
of
new data
switch.
for me?
Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on. A piece of evidence. I believe.
Interject for just a quick moment.
Yes, sir.
Bear, why do you keep buying me Final Fantasy games?
Because he's like that.
Because I'm crazy.
I
He's
knew
like
there
that.
was
Thank you very
a
much,
Final
Bear.
Fantasy game that he bought you, but no, there was another.
He bought me 4, 5, and 6 randomly
Because-
like a week
because
ago,
it's
and
a
now I have
Phoenix
8, 9,
sale.
and 10. I thank you very much, sir.
I mean, in 5 years, when you get past Final Fantasy X, I'm gonna buy you more.
Oh my god, sorry to interrupt. You back?
I believe it's called the Alfred statue. And there were only 2 of them, a real one and a fake. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here in the places.
An old case, huh? Guess you've worked on it a bunch. Worked on. What am I doing? I have no idea anymore. An old case, huh? Guess you have worked on a bunch of different.
Oh!
Gotcha!
Oh!
Caught the act. Red dang-handed. Built here in a tomcat covered in cream.
Yay, lots of hair! Welcome back.
Gosh! My eyes! Stop that at once!
Ain't stopping my snapping. Not till I get every dang detail and then some. Y'all think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Think again. I'll give Lotta to somebody else since there's some people who like haven't had a lot of things to say yet. But I did want to at least do her little intro because I love the fact that she just pops out of behind the bush, basically.
Anyone else want to take Lotta hair, or is they happy with Kay keeping it?
Yes. Because specifically, I point out that Lemming and Divot have not had roles for a little bit, and I want to offer the chance to be terminally southern.
I'm good.
Divot?
Divot is muted.
Anyway, I'll read my line then, at least.
Yeah.
We're not criminals!
I remember her.
I love the way you said that. I remember her.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's that I know that laugh.
I know.
Do you want to leave it to Kay, or do you want to take it?
That someone else can do it. It's fine.
All right then.
Okay. I'll take her. I was mainly just like I want to leave the door open in case anybody else. I probably will also like throw her up in the air if needed. If other people want to do more voices.
Shall I stand by on that one then for you?
Oh no, it's not because I'm tired. You also already voiced what's her name? Tabby.
Yeah.
The other one, the assistant. And I don't remember if they talk to each other, but I think they do.
Tabby Lowy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can rename her to Lotta Swab and have her as a hot potato.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, sure. Pull the other one. It's got bells on. This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials.
Oh, it's you.
Huh? You're that low down dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't ya?
Who are you calling a low-down dirty jerk?
Well, there's a typo there. That was missing an L.
This is Lotta Hart, a photojournalist by trade. We've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. She's hard to forget, even harder to get a word in edgewise with.
Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if ever I saw one.
Seems I didn't leave the best of impressions on her either.
Mom, that's just
Well,
a bitch face.
Real. Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful. All I want from you is a couple of pictures. Goodness gracious.
We're just here to investigate.
Sure you are. If by investigate you mean pull the wool over Lotta's mile-wide eyes.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen.
Well, it didn't hurt to try, I guess, but we're probably better off leaving her alone for now.
I love that it's basically like, we'll just ignore her.
Yeah. Let's look at this suitcase.
Whoa, that's one heck of a desk. I wonder who it belonged to.
There are four male figures acting as legs holding up the tabletop in the center. It's hideously cringy.
I know who that desk belongs to.
And it doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to look back around.
Is this from one of your old patients too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I can't think of anyone related to any of my investigations with such ostensibly awful taste.
That's Red White's desk.
At least I don't think there was. Yeah, it is Red White's desk.
I remember it was so horrible.
Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. Tasteless, wouldn't you say?
No way! These are all $100 bills. That's a fortune right there.
Hey, it's loads of money.
How many years would it take you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, Emma. I don't even want to think about it.
There's actually a Deadpool comic where a case of that similar size gets thrust into Gambit's hands, and he actually makes the calculation of like how deep these suitcases is, how many $100 bills are in one stack, and it comes out to something. It's like it is more than $1 million. Let me just say that. He's like, Jesus Christ. What is that giant head thing?
Concerning, that's what it is.
It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey. I remember the case well, but how did they even get it up here?
Carefully.
That's the second
What?
biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
Mrs. Monkey? That doesn't sound right. Are you sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth, or misremembered it somehow?
Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake.
You misremembered the statue.
He did.
Yeah, he's called the Alfred. That's the Aleph Red.
You said this statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? It's pretty weird looking, I have to say.
It's known as the Alfred statue.
The what?
The Alfred statue.
But it says here it's called the Aleph Red statue. Aleph Red, Alfred, Aleph Red.
What are you muttering about?
Oh, nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we?
We can't look at the suitcase. I am disappointed.
Master Bruce, I must protest. I'm not a statue.
I'm guessing that's everything we can check apart
Why
from.
do I look like something from the Aztec temples, Master Wayne?
Wow, this is some sturdy construction. Thick floor plates, sturdy supports. At a rough estimate, I'd say it could hold 50 of you easily, Mr. Edgeworth.
Except for the fact that it's nowhere near big enough.
You say that, but pack yourselves in tight enough, and I think you might just do it.
I really don't think so. And anyway, we have more important things to be investigating. We can theorize
Lie
about
down. We could pack 50 of you in there.
the elevator once we're done.
Maybe you're right. Fine. 45, Mr. Edgeworth. 48 tops.
Emma, please.
No.
Why won't you leave me alone with my buttons?
I need to say that the like estimating how many Edgeworths or what have you will fit in places, that is, I believe, a reference to when Phoenix was measuring things in how many pearls.
Yeah. Also,
How many extras does it take to change a light bulb?
Also,
Only one.
That sounds very Japaniphonian, and I am sorry to say, but that sounds very American too. Like, pick any sort of arbitrary thing as a unit of measurement, like something the size of 5 cars.
They will use any. They will use any metric except any measurement except the metric system.
Yeah.
A
Shut
large boulder the size of a small boulder.
Yeah.
Shadow, repeat your question again.
America.
No, how many Edgeworths?
How many Edgeworths does it take to change a light bulb?
1, because he orders Gumshoe to do it.
Ah!
But
Oh boy. All experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind. Especially those buttons. Look at them. They're so shiny. They're so pretty.
Fender!
Focus.
Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress. It's got a lot.
Could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Fender?
Do you know me? I could try. No, but seriously. I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You do your thing.
It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you.
Leave me
It's
with my
also
stick.
his facial expression
Okay.
there. I don't know what the artist was going for, but it's not coming across.
So, what are y'all doing snooping around a fishy old place like this anyhow?
I think it's us who should be asking you that.
Me? I'm in it for the truth. For the good of society. And for little old me, of course. I'm what you might call a photographer for the people. Snapping here, snapping there, snapping every danged where.
I'll just leave you to it then. We can talk once you've gotten out your system later. Alright, so I'm guessing... logic time. Price tagged and lots so money.
Loads
Pile
of money.
money.
LODSOVMONE. What's that spell?
Loads of money.
Probably.
We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags, along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running a little illicit trade in judicial goods, as the saying goes.
Shady deals on a hidden 51st floor? This is big. It has to be, right?
I think it might be, but we'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here.
If only there was an eyewitness we could interview.
An eyewitness, huh? Miss Southern. Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart?
Me? I told you, I'm in it for the truth, for the good of society, and for little old me, of course. I'm a photographer for the people, I already said.
For the people?
Which people?
If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom.
Oh, so she's after a juicy story. Makes sense.
What? How'd you figure that? How'd y'all figure that out?
This is like the 4th game we meet you in. We know you.
Guess it means I don't have to tippy-toe around it anymore now.
Oh, here we go.
One of my sources told me on the down low about an underground auction.
What? So all the items here?
Were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had to come and see for myself, of course. Get eyes on my subject, you know? Sure heard the tales my contact was telling. Tall on 2 trees, or so I thought at first. Anyhow, wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday I snuck in. Slunk behind this here statue and settled in to wait.
So the committee wants to fire Edgeworth so that the price of his memorabilia goes up.
Devious.
Yeah. Bidding started late at night and carried it right on through the break of dawn.
So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence?
I think not.
Dirty deals in a secret storeroom. Talk about a story.
Was there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room?
Sure. There was regular old stuff. Shady artwork from who knows where, that kind of thing.
In what way are shady artworks regular, exactly?
But the evidence was a big draw for sure. Reckon they were selling them faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of the cotton prosecutor shops.
And I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hutt?
Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could from up here.
Having been up here since yesterday, I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then?
It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. All them customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. Drew en masse just as soon as they got down the ladder, and that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them. See, teeny tiny ones, stinkier than bugs behind. So you couldn't see their real faces, and you couldn't hear their real voices. Surreptitious as all heck. Surreptitious?
Surreptitious, right?
I surely do. Sweet, sweet servitude.
Also not a word.
Goodness. Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. And then, it came the next one. But it came time to leave. They all done the same, but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. Mouse back up on the hook, up the ladder, and away!
What? That's a serious operation.
Mars data jotted down on my organizer. And how many participants were there?
Even 11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder.
Same number as the committee, I wonder. And Gavel stayed up late in the committee room to prepare for the case. Curious.
I didn't just hide behind a squirrel nope, a squirrel. Nope, that's not it. I didn't just hide behind a stupid statue the whole time, you know?
You didn't? Then where were you?
Well, when I first got here, you know what? That ain't important right now.
So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning.
Roll deception.
Anywho, I watched all them folks come in from my spying spot there in the shadows.
I see. So you were watching from behind the statue.
They used that there elevator to get down below. Once they was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek on what was going on.
You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath?
Nah, they sent it back up, but there's a little peeky hole if you know where to look. The elevator don't quite sit flush with the floor, see?
Oh, that's
If you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang.
Did you catch sight of who was in charge?
Alright, sure, I guess I did. Ain't so half good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all.
I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more. You mentioned a ringleader. Can you tell me any more about them?
Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive. And an exclusive ain't much dang good if y'all spilled the beans already.
I see. So you don't actually know anything about them.
You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess.
You got me. Because it couldn't see if it was a man or a woman, a kid or an old timer. Nothing.
What were they wearing? Could you see that at least?
Sure, white jacket, white gloves, and magenta flower on the lapel. Them three things is what I remember.
Interesting.
What good's that a description of an outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it?
Laurent Labelle.
Guys are identical too, just like everyone else.
Yes, sirree. Mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards.
They were wearing one of those masks? Which one?
Let me see. Oh, yeah, this guy, Zervan.
it just occurs to me that we're actually a bit late for our break, so we're actually going to take a quick break here, and we're going to return in just a couple of minutes to give people to get a chance to refill their drinks. We shouldn't be too long, everyone, and we'll see you all very, very shortly.
Be right back.
Yes, indeed. Be right back.
Be and up.
We are back for the next part of Silly Voices Saturday. Sorry about that, everyone. We're back for the next 35 minutes for the remaining of this case. Let's get on with it. You've already read the line, okay, if I recall.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy, Zervan.
Zervan? What kind of name is that?
Evil. Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, you've never heard of Zervan? He's the final boss of the corrupted blood ziggurat in that MMO game. What's it called? World of
Attorneys.
Yeah, World of homicidal maniacs. He's also the thing that I can't pronounce. He's global hero Anya Kapun's arch nemesis. I just fucking charge into that.
You pronounced it perfectly.
I just fucking charge straight into it,
It is Anya Kapun.
Okay. Who hasn't heard of Zervan the Time Lord? Is he one of your folks, El?
Cue the music.
Wait, Time Lord.
Dun.
I think you might be better off asking who has.
Well, that's rude.
So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all?
No, I danged well didn't. Well, that kind of scotches my scoop. This whole mess ain't been nothing but a snout hunt. I should have never come.
Oh.
Bring this appearance data jotted down, my organizer.
Yeah, that's Florent Labelle.
We know of somebody who was dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart.
His dead body!
You said the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct?
You're still in a monologue.
Yes, I'm aware.
Your monologue, your telepathing. So.
Yeah, I'm telepathing. Yeah.
Sure did. Don't ask me why they dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but they was.
Hey, Gambit resents that remark.
Of course he does.
Is this the outfit you saw?
Well, holy smokes! It sure as heck is.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But wait, so the big cheese is dead?
Very.
All we know is that she is the victim in the case that we're investigating.
Her name was Rosie Ringer. Did you know her?
Nope. So the ringleader was a lady?
She even had a ring in her name.
Well, that ain't just slippier. Well, ain't that just slipperier than a dang deal? Throwing me off with a man's jacket like that.
I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting that aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim.
So somebody was bumped off the bus, huh? Then that's what's happening.
When what was happening?
Oh, nothing at all. Y'all just go on about your business now.
Move along.
No offense, Miss Hart, but that made you sound about 5 times more suspicious.
Suspicious of my foot. I told y'all, it's nothing. And you won't get nothing more out of me than that.
Wait, so there is more?
Oh, Jesus.
How many else do I gotta tell you? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way.
Oh my god, this is reminding me of fucking some of Remy's word patterns, and I'm like, wait, no, Remy, that's not saying what you think it does. Aww, could you tell us a little more? Pretty please.
Pretty please.
I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out, money comes in. That's how the game is played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told y'all too much already.
Wait, what if I, examine some fingerprints for you? Pro bono.
What kind of cockamamie thank you is that? I'd sooner get a tooth pulled.
Dang.
You want intel? You go do it up yourself, just like I had to.
Okay. Guess she isn't gonna talk to either of us.
Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma.
Maybe
Mind
just throw some
crush.
chess pieces at her.
There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. She'll be able to give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to.
Roll persuasion.
Mind crush.
Let's start by observing our opponent.
I ain't telling y'all nothing, you hear? Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse.
As we've seen, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me. So my first move is discover what that something is. So quick aside, I don't think Rosie Ringer is the ringleader. For a start, one, it's too obvious, as we all know. And two, it's the name, Ringer, as well.
Oh, she's a dead ringer.
Well, not just that, a ringer in a term of like criminality could be used is someone you bring in to take the fall.
Yes, someone. Huh.
That, yeah.
Also, more
also-
importantly, we figured out she was dressed. That suit wasn't put on by herself, so.
Yeah.
Mm.
And also, that notes by Kay, we now know that this must have been an item that was auctioned off.
Hmm.
My chess commence.
I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down and see.
I am calm, dang you. Leastways I will be as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain.
Never tell someone to calm down. It has never worked, ever.
Unless
That's
you wanna pick
better.
them up.
Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world throws at you, see?
Speaking of news hounds, this may interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own, in fact.
Oh yeah? She spoke by me, huh? Guess I could have been someone I know.
Her name is Tabby Lloyd. And if I closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about someone called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she?
Oh, so y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where'd y'all bump into her? She's a great kid, reckon. Wait, oh no, you don't. You're getting on my good side bringing her into this, you sneaky snake. Ooh, you nearly had me, too.
Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out.
Go jump a creek, you big bully. Why should I tell you anything? You got nothing to do with me. Nor me with you, neither.
Time to deploy my clue. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact.
Yeah? Well... I guess it does seem kind of cold to say that if you know her pretty good. Don't want the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind.
Good, then you'll tell us what you know.
But wait, what am I thinking? Dang it, Lottie, you can't let him bamboozle you that easy.
What was that about a scoop?
Oh, forget it. It was nothing.
You only went to school, weren't you? How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is.
All right, I got me scoop. A big one. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay.
She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. We need to know the details of this scoop. Time extension. She is quick to anger, but she is also quick to let key information slip. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Is the scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction?
Yeah, you know what? I clean forget.
But you tried to infiltrate underground auction. It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about?
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing.
If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you didn't hear the sound of something? You did hear the sound of something, I should say? Something during your time in this room?
Well, see, it wasn't nothing really, just little noises, all. Wouldn't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it.
So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. This could be a valuable clue.
Was it a gunshot? It's related to the auction.
Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it? Oh god.
Maybe it did, maybe it might be it didn't.
Which is it? This is important.
All right. You don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing, just snuck in and did some undercover reporting.
I'll be the judge of whether your actions were shameful or not. And unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime.
Hey! You did the exact same thing, genius! Oh, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that.
Let's not mention the fact I had to hand my badge, shall we?
Still, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there who done way worse. Murder, for one. Next to murder, trespass ain't hardly nothing.
Oh, whoa.
From the mutterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide?
Nah, I was just talking all hypothetical like. You know, about murder being the big one and all. Ain't nothing worse than murder.
Not the most skillful evasion I've heard in my career.
Look, I done told you, okay? I snuck into the auction, I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing. Scout's honor.
Time to deploy my clue. You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim.
Eck! How do you keep doing that? All right, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left otherwise.
The murder that Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. That should prove to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. Time extension. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true?
You calling me a liar now? Hoo-wee, ow, I'm mad, real mad. I'm a journalist. How am I gonna sell stories if folk can't trust that I'm telling the truth? Got me a motto, you know? Faster than anybody, honester than everybody.
A motto, huh? That could be an important clue. I should bear it in mind.
What's the matter with you?
I need you to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important.
Yeah, wish I could help y'all, but I don't really rightly recall a whole bunch. Ain't much I can tell you. Sorry, I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time.
Time to deploy my clue. I can't imagine that being so vague on the facts is a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story. Oh, Edgeworth, you sweet summer child.
We'll see.
It seems your so-called information is not credible after all.
Look, there was a murder and I was there. I can even prove it. Grumble, rumble, rumble, rumble.
You can prove it, can you? How?
I've got it right. Wait, you just heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it.
She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. I'll need to use it to maximum effect. Be honest, Miss Hart. I know there's something you're still not telling me.
Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it. I done spilled my guts already.
Now the time to deploy my clue. You're definitely hiding something. I know you've been keeping something from me, and that something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell.
Ach! Dang it all to heck. Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Here, don't snap me a photo. Happy now you better be.
And that's checkmate.
My chess, checkmate. Yay!
Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth.
Well, it happened, so it's time to tell us everything.
I saw the whole thing. Watched that auction from start to finish. Oh.
Just what? But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures too. That's not a question for me.
You are allowed to have some snackus while Edgeworth is in his mind palace.
Look, I was watching Mr. Edgeworth throw chess pieces at people, you know.
Yeah, and make
Just
it
to
works up
himself.
an appetite.
Yeah, about that. So like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. I was all shouting out bids, then somebody wins something and bam! Down comes a hammer. Head on upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader, and the whole thing starts over again. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind that statue and hid.
And who was it that eventually appeared?
Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winning bid. That sweet, sweet cold sound of cold hard cash.
I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone counting bills, perhaps?
Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up there. I heard two people yabbering for a little while.
Wait, so two people came up on the elevator?
You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyway, yabber, 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 on it goes for a little while. Then, a scream. Well, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight.
So you
That's still
didn't
not
see
me.
the moment of the murder?
No, but I heard it real good.
Oh, she heard it real good, Emma.
You didn't try to help whoever was being attacked, Emma. Sweetheart. Criminals.
Quit trying to be funny, girlie. It don't suit you none. I'm just a dainty little journalist, all on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump in and save the day?
Dainty?
Anyhow,
Press X to
then there was a
jump.
bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when that was happening, I got to feeling pretty bad about what I'd done.
And that makes sense, I guess. After all, you didn't.
I didn't remember to get out my camera and snap even a single picture. Scoop like that drops right in my lap and I miss it. Somebody ought to tan my hide. Anyhow, a little more time goes by, and there's this kind of clattering noise. I'm here thinking, gotta get the shot this time, so I grab one real quick from the shadows here.
Could we
Looks like
see this
trash.
photograph?
Oh, do I have to?
Yes.
Fine, here.
That's...
The person in the red raincoat, the one who attacked Kay.
So Kay's raincoated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom, then proceeded up to the roof where they assaulted Kay? Miss Hart's picture data jotted down in my organizer. There's only one person in this picture. Where is the victim?
On the floor, genius.
Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing.
Weird is the victim.
Heard two people, then there was only one that shot I got.
Oh.
And I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room, neither.
Oh, do you think he pushed her out of down the elevator shaft when it was down?
Yeah, I think so.
See?
I mean, it's enough to make a concussion that could cause amnesia.
I was more thinking
That's-
toward.
Oh,
Go on.
good.
Well, I was more thinking that it could be the ringleader, if assuming that. But then maybe it was Kay. Carry on.
Yeah, but that's the killer, all right. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is.
So, are we saying that the victim disappeared? How did you know it was the killer just by looking?
Because they're literally red-handed with blood. How else would that get there, huh?
And the auction just carried on after that?
Sure did. They just went right along it like nothing bad happened. Rich folks is crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think. Real.
Funny. I find journalists have struggled to understand as well. Miss Hart's statement data jotted down in my organizer. Oh, wow, there's still more. Fucking hell. I'm guessing now we logic this bitch.
I think those two might be related. Did we try to logic them?
Sorry, I don't mean to press this. I want a logic. There we go. I keep mixing up buttons. Let's give it a shot. I don't think it's going to work. We'll see.
Happens to the best of us.
It's the classic thing of I've got a of course it's Xbox markings on here, but I'm using a Switch controller. So if the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well.
Huh? Well, yeah.
But think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction. Do you remember?
Of course. They came up from downstairs, back through the storeroom, and... Oh!
Exactly. The killer wouldn't have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it?
It would be in the
The
box.
coffin.
Emma, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now?
I'd love to. You just say what you need and I'll get right on it.
Get in the box.
Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. A luminol test, in other words.
Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science.
I love how excited she's. Yay, Lumino!
I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before.
All right, how about we test the ladder over there first. Based on Miss Hart's picture, I'd say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb it and make their escape. Which means there's a high chance of a positive result. To test the area, just press the A button, whatever that is. That'll spray certain luminol on it.
I think Laura should give you a tutorial of how we do it.
Please.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
And if we have the Salandals of blood, you'll see it react like this. It still feels super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to really make it stand out.
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Well, it is depending on the strength of the reaction. So, yeah, more of the reaction fluid on the thing that reacts will make it brighter. Yeah, that brought it out. That brought it out nicely and made it feel that much more real. Emma, what the fuck?
But that print looks very weird.
It's a smear. It's a hand smear. Anyway, I think you've got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? I'm sure there's still more to be found. So why don't you give it a try? It's not like you've done this before in other games.
But also, isn't it a risk to use too much of the stuff? Doesn't that like destroy the sample?
I don't know about that.
I mean,
That's how it's done.
when you use luminol, isn't the sample too small to do anything else but just trace the prints?
No, luminol is usually used to pick up blood that cannot be seen by the naked eye, kind of thing, like traces of it. It detects the proteins that are left behind.
Yeah,
Whether there's enough to take a sample of it to do other tests is debatable. Usually, I would think if you're testing for luminol, the best you could do from the blood samples is probably that it's human. Although DNA technology and especially PCR technology means that you don't need as bigger and bigger blotches of blood. You need basically what you need in a sample of blood is you need a white blood cell. That is where the DNA is kept, because red blood cells, in order to carry the oxygen that is required to circulate around the body for respiration, they have to get rid of everything. They have to get rid of everything. They have no nuclei, no Golgi apparatus. They have to completely ditch everything in order to hold the hold the oxygen in their little iron to hold the oxygen in their little iron handses. That is why if you just have pure, that is why the blood given to hospital patients has no DNA in it whatsoever. There's absolutely nothing in there. It's just packed red cells. There's nothing here. Anyway, back to the game.
But
I love learning.
See what you can.
Yeah,
find.
we love listening to you explain things, but also that sounds like the luminol testing is one of the few things in Ace Attorney games that makes sense and are close to reality.
Yes. Take a good look around and see if you can find some other places to test with luminol.
Oh, I only just noticed that Grosberg's
Like the
painting's
coffin.
here. The coffin's the first place.
You want to test that? Just spray some luminol any place suspicious.
Inside, outside, nothing. And
No.
that is.
Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, blood. Well, obviously, girl.
But how could it have gotten there?
Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there.
Like a
Blood was
body.
detected in a clothes box that was up for auction.
Bro, either I am like struggling to read, or some of this dialogue's a little choppy.
No, they are choppy. This dialogue is very weird in places.
There are still some places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find. There is still more to explore here. You want to test here? Sorry, it's a negative. I appreciate the game doing that, just like automatically going, nope, not here, Chief. You want to test that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you've chased me
Just
away
spray
from my
some
buttons.
luminol.
That means it must be there.
Spray luminol, anything that looks slightly sus.
I think there
That's
was a few
okay.
typos in that any place suspicious.
Yeah, I think any place is two words, but I don't know. We got a positive. There's blood here. But how come?
Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say.
Ooh, looks like some of it dripped through to the floor below. Oh, because there was that trail on the statue.
Yeah. Elevator blood data jotted down in my organizer.
I think that's all the blood there is to be found.
All
Don't
right.
ask how I know this.
Then that concludes this phase of our investigation. Now it's time to connect some dots.
Emma just can see blood with her luminol.
I can smell it. Much like a vampire.
Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it.
I wonder who won the box in the auction.
I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery.
Rogue?
Oh, shit. Now you just hold your horses there. Hold 'em. Yeah. There's no way that body could have been there.
What do you mean?
I took a look at that there box when I first got in here. Looks to be just about the perfect size for a little hide and go seek if the need arose. Maybe it would have been if I could have opened it. But it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. And I ain't no Eskimopologist. And the murder happened just a little after I scoped it out, so nobody could have. So can't nobody have put no body in there.
Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd, because it doesn't
The
look to be
body's already been there.
wrapped in chains any longer.
Huh? Well, slap my hand and call me silly. Could have swore it was, though.
Clothes box data jotted down and organized.
The dead body was in the box previously.
I think we've examined all we can.
Great! Time to see what's waiting down below.
Shaking a leg already, are we, Miles? Elkily dokily, hey, K-Meister.
Yes, Mr. Fender?
We're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, Kay? Can't have you getting lost.
Of course. I'll be sure to stay close.
When did those two start getting along so well?
When Kay lost her memory.
I'm just getting along with everyone. It's called Smiling Miley. Milesy.
April 5th, 7:43 p.m. Committee
Oh,
for Prosecutorial Excellence. Chamber.
That's all I have to say.
Fleming!
Mr. Edgewaith!
Surprise!
Where did you come from?
Good question.
This room.
This is the auction room?
No, this is the committee chamber.
Way to drop right into my lap, K. Faraday. You've got real guts, I give you that. Arrest her, men. Arrest her right now.
Wait, but she's...
As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the street where they belong.
You can't do this. This is going way overboard.
Yeah, what she said.
I love how they're inching closer.
Da-da-da-da.
Edgy. This isn't looking good, I gotta say.
See how the blinding light of justice shines on me. Ow. Ow.
Yeah. What did I do?
You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor.
Wow, your aim is shit. You were aiming straight at me.
Something keeps getting in my way. Something.
Ow.
Right there.
Franziska,
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-prosecutor?
I still believe Kay to be innocent.
And we're supposed to care what you believe? You no longer have the rights to an opinion.
Wow.
I am Franziska von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge, and so our game has already come to an end.
My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped. I've simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was.
You seem to think you know what lies at the end of this road to the truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, my whip will happily guide it.
And I think that's a good place for us to call it. Sorry.
Sorry, I was going to say fight.
Fight. No, that's a perfect place for us to kind of call it for this week. Sorry about the short show, but of course, technical issues. What I'll do next week is I will make sure the game is ready, waiting, and go forward. Even that's caused problems before, but it's better than waiting half an hour for the game to work. So we'll figure something out. But yes, it's been great having the team here as always, even if it was with technical issues. We have, of course. I want to thank our cast. I want to thank Burr.
What will happen to our heroes? Will Miles Edgeworth get a whipping? Will Eustace find a brain? We'll see next week on the next episode of Ace Attorney Z.
I want to thank our very own Divot, who is currently away, I think. Well, thank Divot. Well, we'll thank Divot. We thank Divot for being here. And
Thank God for
Thank you,
this.
David.
No problem. Sorry.
That's right. We thank Drifting.
Seriously though, her aim is shit.
I want
You assumed I was aiming away from you.
I want to thank Kay.
I had a great time. We're doing great, y'all.
I want to thank Laura Petal.
I had a great time listening. Yeah.
I want to thank, this was a very contained episode. I want to thank Mr. Lemming Russ.
We'll be back next week, Mr. Edgeworth.
I want to thank Mistropolis.
He left.
And I want to thank our special guest, ShadowPhoenixRider, as well.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us tonight, everyone. My name's Need to be back. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye, everyone.
I just wanted to say I have an idea who Mist should play when we do Ghost Trick.
Okay.
Yep. Agreed. And on that note, on that bombshell, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.